Hello class 12 students, welcome to today's online class. In today's class we are going to understand about a cell, Lagrange cell. This cell we are going to use in two experiments. One will be of meter bridge. We are very well known by this term, meter bridge. And another will be of potentiometer. In meter bridge, we will see that how we are going to calculate the unknown resistance. In that also we will see Lagrange cell. And potentiometer, in potentiometer we will do two experiments. Those experiment, one will be of calculating the internal resistance of the cell. So we'll see about the internal resistance of Lagrange cell also. And one more thing that will be comparing the cells, comparing the EMF of the cell input by the help of potentiometer. So we'll see Lagrange cell as well as one more cell which we'll understand later on also, that will be Daniell cell. So first of all, Lagrange cell, how the name came? Name came from the scientist. Georges Lagrange. This was the name of the scientist. In around 1866, he invented this. And in this Lagrange cell, what is the basic thing which is there? A jar is there. In this jar, a porous material is being coated with carbon rod. So this is the carbon rod. ये है carbon rod, and one more rod of zinc. This is zinc rod. Okay, this is zinc rod. These two electrodes are dipped in a solution of aqueous solution of ammonium chloride. So NH4Cl. So this NH4Cl is going to work as an electrolyte. Electrolysis process will go on. Electrolyte is NH4Cl. What will happen about this NH4Cl when we will dissolve it? NH4 plus ions it will create, as well as Cl minus ion. So what will happen? Transfer of ions will be there. And what are ions? We have already talked about it. Ions are going to work as charge, and this charge will flow when this will work as a negative terminal, zinc rod, and this positive terminal when we'll connect it to a voltmeter. When you will see that when we'll connect it to the voltmeter, it will show some potential difference. This potential difference can be used to flow the charge and get a current. So let us see this thing. In this for the making of this Lagrange cell will require ammonium chloride. See, ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. And what we'll do, in this kind of beaker, you can see this beaker, we'll take some water and we will dissolve, a little amount of NH4Cl in it. So now this is aqueous solution of NH4Cl. this NH4Cl solution will work as a electrolyte. And then we will have this carbon rod. This is a carbon rod. This one, you can see this one is a carbon rod, and over it a porous material of manganese oxide is covered. So this is going to work as a positive terminal for us. So we will dip this carbon rod in this beaker filled with ammonium chloride. Now one more thing is there. Our anode, or we can say the terminal, the electrode which is going to work as a negative terminal, this is zinc rod. So we are going to dip it in this solution. We are going to dip this in this solution with the help of some support. Here we are having a Lagrange cell in which carbon rod is going positive terminal, negative terminal. So with the help of a voltmeter, this is our voltmeter, we are going to see how much potential difference does it create. If you can see the red dial in it, you can see some deflection, and this deflection is of approx 1.4 volt. This deflection is going to be of approx 1.4 volt. If I can show you, this deflection is of approx 1.4 volt. It's not much clear from the camera, but it is of 1.4 volt. 1.4 volt. So this kind of Lagrange cell, we are going to use in meter bridge and potentiometer, in which we saw a zinc rod was there and positive terminal of carbon rod, inside manganese oxide paste, making a porous material, and an electrolyte of NH4Cl, ammonium chloride. And it gave us potential difference of 1.4 volt. If some zero error is there, then we'll see about it. So it gave 1.4 volt. So this is how we are going to see more about it in the upcoming practicals.